Central America is packed with adventure, ancient ruins, volcanic hikes, and beaches you'll never want to leave. In this video, I'm sharing my full backpacking itinerary, from bustling cities to hidden gems you won't find in the guidebooks. Hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell. Your backpacking journey starts here. Central America might look small on a map, but for a backpacker, it's a vast playground of ancient ruins, tropical jungles, volcanoes, and turquoise seas. When I decided to travel here, I didn't want a rush tour. I wanted a slow, immersive journey that let me taste the street food, ride the chicken buses, and really feel the heartbeat of each country. Over the course of 6 unforgettable weeks, I crossed borders, made friends from every corner of the world, got lost more than once, and experienced moments so beautiful they're hard to put into words. 10. Guatemala, volcanoes, lakes, and ancient cities. I started in Guatemala City, but quickly made my way to Antigua, a colonial gem surrounded by towering volcanoes. The cobblestone streets, pastel facades, and cafe culture were an instant welcome to Central America. The highlight here was hiking Pacaya Volcano, where I roasted marshmallows over lava-heated rocks while gazing at distant glowing eruptions from Volcan Fuego. I couldn't leave without visiting Simac Champi, a hidden paradise of turquoise pools deep in the jungle. Finally, I reached Tikal, where I climbed ancient Mayan temples at dawn, listening to howler monkeys roar in the mist. 9. Belize, Caribbean bliss and jungle mysteries. Crossing into Belize felt like stepping into a different world. Reggae beats, English signs, and a slow island rhythm. My first stop was Caye Caulker, a tiny island with no cars and a motto painted on every wall: "Go slow." I snorkeled in the Holchan Marine Reserve, swimming with nurse sharks, stingrays, and schools of technicolor fish. Afternoons meant fresh lobster grilled by locals, and sunsets at the Split, where the sea turned gold. In San Ignacio, I ventured into the ATM Cave, Acton Tunachilmango, wading through underground rivers to see crystal formations, ancient pottery, and skeletal remains from Mayan ceremonies. It was part history lesson, part Indiana Jones adventure. 8. Honduras, diving in ruins without the crowds. I traveled south into Honduras and made my way to Utila, one of the Bay Islands. It's famous for being one of the cheapest places in the world to get scuba certified, and I couldn't resist. After 4 days of training, I descended into coral gardens and swam alongside sea turtles, eagle rays, and a curious barracuda. From the islands, I headed inland to Capan Ruinas, a quieter but deeply intricate Mayan site. Here, the stone carvings tell stories, kings, gods, and rituals frozen in time. Scarlet macaws flitted overhead as I explored the ruins, adding splashes of red and blue to the green jungle backdrop. 7. Nicaragua, colonial charm and wild adventures. Nicaragua welcomed me with heat, color, and an adventurous spirit. In Leon, I tried volcano boarding, racing down the black ash slope of Cerro Negro on a wooden sled, reaching speeds that made me both laugh and scream. The city itself was vibrant, with revolutionary murals and bustling markets. From there, I took a ferry to Omtep, an island formed by 2 volcanoes. I rented a scooter and circled the island, stopping at waterfalls, natural springs, and remote beaches. Finally, I reached San Juan del Sur, a surf town where sunsets turned the Pacific into molten gold. It was the perfect place to rest my legs and my soul before moving south. 6. Costa Rica, rainforests, volcanoes, and wildlife galore. Costa Rica is a paradise for nature lovers, and backpacking here meant hopping between microclimates. I began in Monteverde, hiking through cloud forests where mist curled around hanging bridges, and rare birds darted between the trees. Ziplining here felt like flying through a dream. Finally, I reached Manuel Antonio, where rainforest meets beach. I spotted monkeys swinging overhead, iguanas basking in the sun, and sloths lazily blinking from tree branches. Swimming in turquoise waters after a jungle hike felt like something out of a movie. 5. Panama, Caribbean islands, and urban contrasts. My last country was Panama, and it delivered two totally different worlds. First was Bocas del Toro, a collection of islands with bright Caribbean houses, rega bars, and beaches where you could spend an entire day without seeing another soul. Snorkeling here revealed coral reefs teeming with life, and nights were for bonfires on the sand. From the islands, I traveled to Panama City, a metropolis of skyscrapers and historic charm. In Casco Viejo, narrow streets echoed with music, and the scent of fresh coffee drifted from old cafes. Visiting the Panama Canal was surreal, watching massive ships pass through locks, knowing I was seeing one of the greatest engineering feats in history. 4. The border crossings, adventures in themselves. Backpacking through multiple countries in Central America means frequent border crossings, each one a story. Some were smooth, like the friendly handshake from a Nicaraguan officer. Others were chaotic, with long lines of trucks, heat, and confusion over fees. I learned to carry small bills in local currency, keep photocopies of my passport, and arrive early in the day. And despite the occasional hassle, there was always a moment, a first view of a new landscape, a new language on street signs, that made the process exciting. 3. The food. From street stalls to seaside feasts. Food was the thread that tied my journey together. In Guatemala, I devoured pipián and tamales wrapped in banana leaves. Belize introduced me to conch fritters and fresh lobster. Honduras served palitas, thick tortillas filled with beans, cheese, and cream. In Nicaragua, I fell in love with gallo pinto, a simple yet perfect rice and beans dish, while Costa Rica's tropical fruits kept me fueled on long hikes. Panama's Caribbean side spoiled me with fried plantains, coconut rice, and the freshest seafood imaginable. 2. The people, fellow travelers and locals alike. Every country brought new friends. In hostels, I met fellow backpackers with wildly different stories, but the same curiosity for the world. On buses, locals offered me snacks and advice on where to go next. I shared beers with dive instructors in Utala, learned salsa steps from Nicaraguans in Grenada, and listened to fishermen's tales in Panama. These connections, fleeting or lasting, became as important as the destinations themselves. 1. The freedom of the road. At the end of the trip, what I remember most isn't a single beach, volcano, or ruin. It's the freedom. Waking up in one country and deciding to head to another. Changing plans because someone mentioned a hidden waterfall. Spending a few extra days in a place simply because it felt right. Backpacking through Central America taught me that the best itineraries are flexible, that slow travel brings the deepest rewards, and that adventure lies in both the grand and the everyday moments. This was my route, but it could be yours too. Pack light, go slow, and let Central America surprise you at every turn. From Mayan temples to jungle waterfalls and sunset surf towns, Central America has it all, and this itinerary covers every highlight. If you're planning your own trip, use this as your roadmap. Drop your must-see spot in the comments and subscribe for more travel guides. The adventure is waiting. Are you ready to take it?